Hello and welcome to another episode of Signals from the Inside. This is a space where we decode the symptoms no one can explain so you can finally understand what your body is trying to tell you. I'm your host, Maisie Smith-Lovett, and today we're talking about why you can't relax even when you try. A lot of ladies will come to me and they'll tell me they've tried some form of meditation, but their mind just keeps racing. I'm not in the full space of meditation. I think meditation is so many different things, so many different facets, and that's not what I'm getting to in this episode. But what I do want to say is this. If you feel like every time you try to relax, your mind keeps racing, your body stays tense, you feel like your butt cheeks are just so clenched tight, your butthole's just so tight, and you feel like that you can't sit down, or you feel restless, or you feel like you should be doing something else, so you get back up to stay busy, it's not that your body can't relax. It's that it doesn't feel safe to, because nothing felt safe about slowing down. More than likely, you've spent years being the responsible one, staying productive, always being on. Maybe if you did go to sit down, your parents told you, hey, you're being lazy, stand up, do something. Your body always adapts to those patterns and it doesn't change. Even the older you get, when you say, oh, I'm going to do this instead, 9 times out of 10, you're still doing the same damn pattern that you said you weren't going to do, but you don't know how to stop. So when you try to relax, your system goes into, oh my God, this isn't normal. We should be doing something. What are you doing? Here's the guilt. You have so many thousands of things to do. You can relax whenever you're done. And then it just pulls you right back into the movement again and again and again and again. Rest doesn't feel safe because nobody taught you it was safe. It was only wired for you to be pressured to do something or to keep moving. And until your body learns a new baseline, slowing down, resting, it's always going to feel uncomfortable. You're always going to fight and battle yourself. And I see it all the time with a lot of different clients. That those type A personalities, you can't force rest. You have to teach your body how to feel safe in it, because it never felt safe in that before, especially those who have been in unpredictable environments, because they're constantly running around trying to put out fires, trying to, oh my God, that was just random. Just started yelling. This person started yelling, especially when you have a yelling parent in the home or you had one growing up. You can tell yourself all day long, I'm going to do the opposite of these things whenever I get older, but yet you can't figure out how to get out of that pattern. And it's because it doesn't feel safe to be out of the pattern. Your body only knows what to do to help you survive. That's all it's wired to do, is protect and survive. And until you teach it something different, again, practice equals progression, not perfection. But you're practicing a new baseline. You're teaching it something new, that this can eventually feel safe. And you always start with the small, safe things that you can do in that moment. And that's exactly what I show my clients how to do. It's why each person is so different. When a client comes to me, we're not doing the same thing that I did with person A to person B, because it's 2 different bodies. It's 2 different nervous systems. It's 2 different triggers, 2 different traumas. They might be showing the same symptoms, but their bodies are operating in 2 different ways. One person may feel safe if I say, I want you to take a clock, sit for 30 seconds and do nothing. Close your eyes. If I tell person B to close their eyes, they're going to feel like somebody's coming at them with a knife. It doesn't work in the same fashion. So you have to find what is going to be aligned to your nervous system. And that's what we do. We identify it to you and to your body. And this is why we start with a stress map, because we have to take a look at what's really going on, what your body is holding on to, the patterns, the traumas, the stressors, without having to relive your past, without having to go down that dark road again. You don't have to relive those things. You just need somebody to show you and connect the dots. And that's exactly what we do inside of a stress map. So if you're ready to stop circling the problem and actually solve it, I invite you to DM me map. Let's talk about the symptoms. Let's really dive into what's really going on, and let's map out the next step. Other than that, if you like the content that I'm putting out, give me a like, give me a share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.